Just trying to get it to.
More cooperative.
Instagram is not cooperating with me.
Sorry guys, we're trying to get this to
Try it again.
cooperative.
Technology.
Welcome everybody.
All right. Is anybody here? Hi, Janine. Hey,
Hello.
Vicky. Somebody's here. Well, okay. Well, that's good. I'll give up. It's not important. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Welcome back, everybody.
We're here anyways.
We made it. It's Thursday. It's nearly the end of the week.
Welcome to our Hoya Madness.
We're officially on vacation, so we're pretty excited about it.
Very exciting.
Yeah. So we're here tonight for another Hoya Hangout. So glad you guys could all join us if you've not been to one of our Hoya Hangouts before. Really, there's no rules. We just get to talk about Hoyas and all geek out about the thing that we love. And,
Yeah.
you know, what are we drinking? 1792, right?
Yes.
1792 small batch bourbon. Delicious.
Yeah.
I mean, iced tea.
Yes, iced tea is wonderful. Very tasty.
Yeah, so we got a kind of casual evening planned. Caleb's gonna give us a little bit of a day in the life of Caleb.
Yeah.
Of course we had. It's
Many
7 o'clock
tours.
in the evening here. So we're gonna do a little bit of a day in the life of Caleb. We're gonna go on a little garage tour with him. He's gonna kind of point out, you know, what he does during the day, what catches his eye, and
Various whatnots.
wonderful. Glyphosophylla will open its first blooms. That's
very
awesome.
Cool. Yeah, that's an
We have
exciting
a lot
one.
in bloom right now, so we're going to point those things out. We want to point out some plants that maybe we haven't shown enough love to.
Yeah.
That don't always get the spotlight, but that are really pretty.
Yeah, so hopefully we can show you guys something that you might want to add to your plant list.
Yeah. We're going to work our way around to the prop boxes. Caleb's going to give us an update on what's in there, pull some stuff out for potting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'd love to hear how your Hoyas are doing along the way. I got the wish list in pencil ready. Fantastic.
Nice.
We did load the store with plants this evening. If you do want to see any of them, just let us know. We'll pull them out of the trays for you.
Yeah. Yeah, if anybody's interested in seeing...
We're going to do a seedling update. Oh, I wanted to show the new plants that we got, too.
Yeah, these guys here.
Yeah.
A couple of newbies.
We got 2 new plants this week. Well, 2 new plants that arrived. Maybe a couple more that I bought.
Yeah, there's a couple more that haven't arrived yet.
I think most of you were on the live when I bought these, so this is pretty. We already own it, but it was too crazy not to buy another one. This is a Petawali 023, formerly known as Icensis. Look at the color on that.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Absolutely stunning. The margins are just everything. That needs to be an Instagram post. I know, right? I feel like ours is larger leafed, is it?
The 023?
Yeah.
I
It's really pretty.
want to say it's over here.
Is it over there now?
I want to say it's over here. Let me check.
Yeah, I was watching her live and nobody was buying it. And I'm like, I can't just let that plant not have a home. Hi, welcome back, Kim.
Oh, this is
So,
077.
That's 077. That's it. Yeah, we have 023 though.
Is
don't
that
we?
it down there? The splash? In
Where?
the back next to the
This one?
Argine? Other side. I forget.
Yeah.
This is the 077. Paterwallies are so beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah. This was the previous 023 we had bought, much flashier. But I really like this margin. I'm not sad about that at all. They
Yeah, it's
look
gorgeous.
markedly different.
They are. Very much.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, that splash really changes how that looks.
They're
doesn't
both
it?
from UPT.
Yeah.
This is Isensis Splash. This one is just Isensis, or formerly Isensis.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes, for science.
For science,
We're comparing
yeah.
notes.
Exactly.
That's exactly what it is.
I probably should buy one more just to make sure.
Well, they all come up different, so you
Yeah.
have to have them all, each variation.
This one was really pretty. I was really happy to get this one.
This is another one that we already have, but we had to get it. Species Sumatra. Look at those gorgeous veiny leaves. Oh, so beautiful.
This is a Sumatra longleaf. They need at least, right? You have to have an odd number.
Look at those red
Oh, that's a nice
midribs.
vein. I didn't realize it had a red vein on the back.
Yeah, these are stunners.
Yeah.
It can't hurt to have more than one. So we
Yeah.
went ahead and got another one.
That one's
and
cuttable.
now we'll be able to make some more for you guys to have them. So if you haven't added that to your collection, that's going to be up and coming pretty soon. Very
She is
exciting.
great. They traveled really well. They came really fast.
Super pretty.
So pretty happy about that.
Yeah.
So yeah. So we thought we would, do you want to start with plants or do you want to start? Yeah. Okay. Let's move the chairs out of the way.
Yeah.
We're going to move the chairs real quick. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Let's start over here.
All right. So let me grab my iced tea so that we can
Turn
check
the
out
camera
everything.
around.
Okay. So first and foremost, we were fidgeting around in here, so this guy got knocked out over. But the Clandestina, always a fan fave.
Gorgeous trailing beauty. Over here in the corner. It was behind you when we were sitting. Oh, this, I bet, the Bertoni.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
That guy?
This thing is obscene. If that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's Bertoni. It's the only plant we own that's in Lecca. It came to us that way, and it's just always lived that way. And this thing just blooms constantly.
Yeah,
It's in Lecca by like default, but it doesn't actually stay semi-hydro. It stays pretty dry.
These cute little blooms.
They smell like butterscotch.
Adorable.
They're so cool.
And you can see how that new growth has got some really nice sun stress to it too. Really nice purple color, and just like I said, profuse with the flowers. This definitely needs a haircut. But as you can see, it's the only plant we have growing in Lecca. And also, as you can see, it's dry in there. So, like my other plants, they live their life as a dry plant and they get watered. So keep that into consideration. They don't have to stay wet all the time to be happy. Look how huge this plant is. It's thoroughly supported by that, and it's definitely a cactus when it comes to drought. It can sit dry for a very long time and still be quite happy. So keep an eye on your leaf thickness, but that's definitely a plant that doesn't get a ton of light is much slower to use up the nutrients and the water that it has.
All right.
That's
so,
a cool one. Good pointing that out. Always a good one to observe.
So start over here, or else you're going to get distracted. This is what happened. This is actually pretty representative of what Caleb does in the grow space, because he comes out and he starts with one thing in mind, and then he gets distracted by a pretty leaf and does something else.
Yes, that's constantly what happens.
But you kind of come out and you start looking at trays, right? You start going through plants to see what's changed, what's different.
The Queensy.
That's pretty. That's new leaf on there.
1, 2, 3 new leaves on
Come
there.
closer with that. That's
So
really
growing
cute.
nicely. Well, adapting to its new environment, getting some good roots going. So this is a very happy plant. Very happy that it's doing well for us. Soon we'll be able to take some nice cuttings from that.
We showed that one in the back. Or right now, sorry, the wildflower. That wildflower is really pretty. That one doesn't get shown enough.
Yeah, I was just noticing these leaves the other day, how big and wonky these lower leaves have gotten. Now I've taken some cuttings here where you can see the leads that have grown out. I've taken cuttings, but this one node has grown, it's kind of mature, so the leaves are like big and wonky and wavy, and
That's Carnosa wildflower.
really beautiful. Big fan of this one. It gets really nice splash. It's also got some really nice vein texture, but just those wavy margins on the leaves.
Not as fast as some of the other Carnosas we grow.
Yeah, they are, I would say, relatively slow, but really pretty when they do grow. This one here, the Diversifolia, we've got some new growth on that. The vine and that leaf, those are all new.
That's the Maharani, right?
The Maharani, yeah. Yeah, so that's really pretty. I'm a big fan
Way
of
more
that.
uniform than the other Diversifolia.
Yeah, and larger in the leaf too.
Yeah.
So that's interesting to see. And then this one here, this one's grown pretty well. This is that MRH.
I still don't know what MRH stands for.
This is where it started. This is how it's going.
Beautiful.
So I'm really a big fan of the splash on that. Really pretty. Our Obscura Silver that we got is starting to grow. The original leaves that it came with blasted when we transplanted it, but it does look like I have a growth point that's active there and it's starting to grow. Good healthy roots, so
That
hopefully
one's not
we'll get
very
some
quick
nice.
either.
It's not very quick, no. It's also not that silver, so I'm hoping it gets a little bit more silver to it as it grows. So fingers crossed on that. I have high hopes that that's going to be a beauty. What's this one? Capus Hulu. It's not really growing yet, but pretty interesting leaf there. Sort of reminds me of a Landy, but or an Landy with a broad, short leaf. Oh no!
Move the phone back.
You freezed.
How about now?
Can you hear me now?
Anybody?
That much.
Still frozen. You can hear us? Okay. Why are you? Refresh. Oh, wrong way. Nope. Back, but it's pixelated.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Sometimes I get very angry at technology.
Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't want to cooperate, does it? More frustrating?
Right there.
We made it? Fantastic.
How about now?
Let's do it.
In and out. Okay, well.
We need to turn on the extended network.
Maybe I need to try that. Where is the...
On the floor.
All right, guys, hang on 1 second. You just gotta... Can you go over there so they can see you?
Antoine?
I don't